minds! In today's video, we are going to discuss the climate crisis, some current events, and then I'm going to advise you what we can do for our future. So without further ado, let me tell you that the world is not okay. In the 21st century, as technology has spread across the globe, so have ideas. The concerning part? Some of those ideas hold no real value and spread misinformation at lightning speed, reaching people who may not know any better and are easily influenced. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of influential people publicly discredit the climate crisis. The science is crystal clear. Human-caused climate change is real, it's accelerating, and it's already causing devastating floods, wildfires, heat waves, and food shortages around the world. But despite decades of warning from scientists, some of the most powerful leaders in the world are slamming the brakes on climate action, and in some cases, throwing the car in reverse. And one leader in particular has been flooring the gas in the wrong direction. Donald Trump, climate policy in reverse. When Donald Trump returned to the White House in January 2025, one of his first moves was to pull the United States out of the Paris Climate Agreement for the second time. This is the international pact designed to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius, a level scientists say is critical to avoid the worst impacts of climate change. Walking away from it means one of the world's largest polluters is no longer committed to cutting emissions, making it even harder for the world to stay on track. But that was only the beginning. Here are some current events on what the Trump administration has been up to. Trump has gutted climate science agencies like NOAA and NASA, firing experts, shutting down research programs, and even threatening to defund the Mauna Loa Observatory in Hawaii, the place that tracks carbon dioxide levels in our atmosphere. Trump also has cut climate research budgets by billions, including programs for renewable energy, electric vehicle infrastructure, and national park conservation. He also weakened environmental protections by attempting to remove the EPA's endangerment finding, which legally recognizes greenhouse gases as a threat to human health. He also slashed U.S. climate aid to developing nations, which historically rely on wealthier nations to help them prepare for rising seas, stronger storms, and worsening drought. Experts warn these moves will have real-world consequences: fewer early warnings for floods and hurricanes, slower disaster response, and a major setback for global climate cooperation. By undermining science, the Trump administration isn't just ignoring the problem, it's making it harder for future leaders to fix. But it's not just the US. While Trump's policies stand out for their speed and scale, other wealthy nations are also falling short. The United Nations Global Climate Stocktake shows that most countries are not on track to meet their Paris Agreement targets. Current global policies are leading us toward 3 degrees Celsius or more of warming, a level that would trigger catastrophic impacts from submerged coastal cities to massive crop failures. Some governments facing economic pressures are also cutting international climate aid. This leaves vulnerable countries, often those least responsible for emissions, struggling to cope with intensifying droughts, heat waves, and floods. Without financial support, communities around the world are left to face a climate crisis they didn't create. So why does this matter for our generation? Every year of delay means more carbon in the atmosphere, more extreme weather, and a smaller window to prevent irreversible damage. The leaders in power today may be out of office in a few years, but the consequences of their decisions will shape our entire lives. When powerful people downplay the climate crisis, they give cover to polluters, slow down the transition to renewable energy, and spread the false idea that we can afford to wait. We can't. Scientists have made it clear, the longer we wait, the harder and more expensive it will be to adapt, and the more people will suffer. What can we do as the future? So we may be young, but we're not powerless. Here are some ways we can push back. Number 1, we can demand science-based leadership. We need to support leaders who believe in facts, not conspiracy theories, and who are committed to protecting the environment. Number 2, protect climate science. So we need to speak out when politicians try to defund or dismantle research programs. Number 3, fight misinformation. So share accurate information online and call out false claims when you see them. Number 4, organize and participate. Join climate strikes, community cleanups, and school sustainability projects. Small actions do add up. Number 5, vote when you can. Political power is the single biggest driver of climate policy. When you're old enough, use your vote to demand action. The bottom line, climate change isn't some distant problem waiting for future us to solve. It's happening right now, and while some leaders pretend otherwise, we have the tools, knowledge, and creativity to fight back. The decisions made in the next few years will determine the kind of planet we inherit. If today's leaders won't take responsibility, then we, the future, must. Because when it comes to protecting our only home, there's no later. There's only one now. Thank you for watching. We've reached the end of the video, and if you learned something, please leave a like and subscribe for more educational content. We are Help Young Minds, a volunteer organization making education more accessible. Visit our website to learn more about our services, and thank you, and have a wonderful day.